So you see that I have here just a little bit left of my first color. So let's now continue the simple stitch. So everything we did before until we get to our second color here. And I didn't count the rows on purpose because they are not the same length in this project. So simply keep going there and back in simple stitch until you get to the other color. We are still doing the same thing, 3 chains and then simple stitch to the other end. So this is also why we are starting from the outside of the spool instead of the inside, because then we can see what we have incoming and how much longer we are working on each section. So the good thing is that this particular spool from Woolly Hugs should be able to keep each section balanced, which means that each section should be about the same length or width or generally the same surface, so that our end result looks nice and symmetrical. You see here starts the color change and we don't have to do anything, so just simply keep going. Here I am now at the end, so in case your color change happened a bit early, you would still simply keep working to the end and back until you get to this side, which is in my case the left side. Now starts our shortened row section, so let's do 3 chains for the height. Single is first, chain is second, single third, and chain fourth, 6, 8, and then the 9th is a slip stitch. And then we are changing the color, so it's really a coincidence that the color change happened exactly here. Now let's count the rows again, turn, and then do a single right under the chain before the slip stitch and go back. Five and 6, 7 and 8, and the 9th plus the 3 chains, and turn. Now in this row, we are again starting with a single. Five, 6, and now 9 was a slip stitch last time, but we are now going into the single or the exact same spot where our last slip stitch went, and we do the 9 and 10, 11 and 12, 15, 16, and the 17th, so 8 stitches away. 9 plus 8 is 17, and the slip stitch goes here. Turn and then do a single around the chain before the slip stitch. 2, 6, 10, 16, 17, and the 3 chains for the beginning of the 5th row. Four, 10, 16, and the 17th again into the same spot as the slip stitch. 20, 24, and the 25th again as a slip stitch. So 7 and 8 together are 25. Turn and do a single around the chain before the slip stitch. Six, 10, 16, 20, 24, and 25, so just like what we had in the front row. Turn with 3 chains and continue. Six, 10, 16, 20, 'Now comes the 25, and now we go again into the slip stitch spot, and we continue 8 more. (32) and 33 is the slip stitch, and then turn. Single under the chain again. Six, 10, 16, 20, 26, 30, 33, 3 chains, and now it should be 41 stitches before the slip stitch. Ten, 16, 19 and 20, 26, 30, 33, same as slip stitch, and continue 8 more. 40, and the 41 is the slip stitch. Row 10, single first, 6, 10, 16, 20, 26, 30, 36, 40, 41, so always the same as the front row. Three chains, and now we will do 49 stitches. Six, 10, 16, 20, 26, 30, 41, 36, 40, 46, 48, and the last one as a slip stitch. And you see that we are almost at the other end, and we need one more row, or better said two, one front and one back, and then we will be done with this section. Two, 4, 10, 16, 20, 30, 36, 40, 46, 48, and 49, row 13, 3 chains, six, 10, 16, 20, 26, 30, 36, 40, 46, 47, 48, and 49 into the slip stitch and continue. '56 and the 57th, last one, slip stitch, turn with the 3 chains, and now we need to do the back row, and the shortened rows in this section are done. Turn and start with a slip stitch around the chain before the slip stitch. So we are starting with a single, just like before, around the chain from the last row, and then you can simply continue with the simple stitch until the next color change. So you see here that we did 14 rows. Now we don't need any more slip stitches because we finished this section with the shortened rows, so we are simply going to continue working the simple stitch in this dark blue color until we reach the next color that comes up, the next color change. So there's no need to count the rows in this project, at least not in the part when you finish the shortened rows, because it's always a bit different due to the changing length in each row. But apart from that, you see that it's pretty simple to do, so as long as you pay attention while doing the shortened rows, the rest of it should be relatively simple. So you see here when you get a new color and when you again start your shortened rows for the next section. So that's why we started from outside. That's how you always get or know where you're at and what's incoming. And you see here what we have. You can see the effect and how it's straight on both the left and the right side. So it's not gonna be crooked, and we have about 12 centimeters. So now I'll show you the next color change, but there's no need to do the simple stitch together since you already know how to do that. So here is our color change incoming. I'm just doing the basic simple stitch. Here it is, just continue as if nothing happened. So now we are on the side where the shortened rows should start. So now you can simply start over just like you did at the beginning of the first green section. So where I started a long shortened row on this side, which means that I want to go to the other side, to this one, and then start with shortened rows, just like we started with shortened row here.